So first of all, let's look at all the art supplies that we need for this particular course. So for this course you will need a blank white paper. So now you can take any kind of white paper. You can also take your regular printer paper, which is 80 to 100 GSM, or any of the drawing paper that you use. It can be cartridge sheet, ivory sheet, Bristol paper, watercolor paper, acrylic paper, or just any of the regular paper. Just make sure that you are using A4 size paper, and it should be white, because the theme of this particular artwork is going to be black. So make sure that you use a white paper, and make sure that you use a A4 size paper. You can also use any other colored paper and colored pens as well for this particular course. You can just experiment with that as well, but keep the size of the paper. You can also use your sketchbooks, etc. So keep the size of the paper at A4, because all the grid and all the measurements that we are going to do will be in accordance with A4 size paper. So I would suggest you to go with A4 size paper, and once you have completed this course, then you can try on different sizes of paper like A3 or A5, etc., but stick to A4 size paper. So here I am using ivory sheet, which is A4 size ivory sheet, and ivory sheets are really good and really smooth for mandala art, or for any other art for that matter. So I usually use that, and it is something around 180 to 200 GSM paper, and it is a really affordable and really smooth paper for mandala art. So make sure if you have ivory sheet, you can just go for that, or any other white drawing paper that you use, you can just stick to that. Now other than that, we will need ruler or scale. Now you can use any type of ruler, any type of scale. The material used and the size of the scale also doesn't matter. So small or larger scale, plastic or wooden scale, whichever scale or ruler you have, you can use that. Then you also need protractor. Now you can either use this 360-degree protractor, or the regular 180-degree protractor. You can use any of that. We need protractors to draw the grid for the mandala. So you can use any of the protractors that you have. It can be 180 degrees, or it can be 360 degrees, or any other protractor if you also have. You can also use that. So any of the protractors. Now you will need a compass. So this is a MAPE technical compass. So the best part about this compass is that it has a stopper right here, and it comes with a lot of different attachments. So you can just replace this attachment and add another attachment if you want to use it with a pen. So there are many different attachments that come with technical compass. Now we need compass to draw circles. So you can take any compass for that matter. You don't really need to have a technical compass. If you are using a student compass, that's perfectly fine. So you can use any compass, and if you don't have a compass, you can just use any of the round things that you have around you. So for example, if you have this round protractor, you can use that for making circles, and it also has some tiny circles inside it, so you can also use that. And apart from that, you can also use any of the other things that are round. So for example, bowls or bottle caps, or anything round that you have. If you don't have a compass, so you can do that. Okay, so technical compass, student compass, or any round thing, basically we just need it for drawing circles. So gather that as well. Then you also need a pencil. Now I usually use mechanical pencil, hence I'll be using that here as well, but it's never compulsory to use a mechanical pencil. Whatever pencil you are using for your drawing, it can be a regular pencil, HB pencil, or mechanical pencil, whatever, just make sure to have that. And you also need an eraser, and you need fine liners. Now while choosing the pens, just be open to whatever you have. So if you if you have regular gel or ball pens, you can just take your regular gel or ball pen, black, if you have that. If you want, you can also use colored pens, but we are using black for this particular course, so you can also use that. You can also use colored fine liners as well. so you can also do that. Now I am using Faber-Castell fine liners for this particular design because I have them. So there is no particular brand or type of the fine liner that you would need. If you use regular gel or ball pens, just pick them up, or any of the fine liners or fine pens, drawing pens, whatever you use, just make sure to have that. Now the only thing that you have to ensure that don't use sketch pens or markers to draw a mandala, because sketch pens and markers have a really thick nib and they are meant for coloring purposes and not for drawing purposes, to be honest. And the detailing and all the patterns that you want to draw in a mandala won't be possible enough using the sketch pens and markers. So you can either use the regular gel or ball pens, or whatever pens you have. So make sure it is a pen. It can be gel pen, ball pen, fine liner, drawing pen, whatever, and any brand would work. And you can also use colors of your choice. If you want, stick to black, and if you want, you can also add colors, colored pens also. So these were all the supplies that we need for this particular course. So now let's start with the process of drawing this mandala.